Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. Okay, Trey, have you ever had somebody, like, we're both married now, so I know this is back in our single days, but have you ever had somebody break up with you
No.
and you were just so pissed off and they did it in a way where you just were like, wanted to get back at them? Like, I felt like I never really was petty enough to do something, but I was watching this TikTok the other day, and this girl was like had her trash bag.
Oh, I
And
saw
did you see it?
this.
And she was like, my boyfriend told me pretty much to like get out. So
Yep.
she was packing up her trash bag. Did you read the comments?
Yes,
Have the
they were
comments up?
so good.
They were so good and so petty. And I just read the
This is
feeling.
women supporting women.
Yes. And I was just like, wow, I wish TikTok was a thing when I was, because I had a few boys in my past, in my 20s. I really would have done some of this stuff too, because they were little anuses. So this is like such a woman supporting women thing. This girl has her trash bag. Also, I do remember, like, because I did not travel, because I was a poor little girl in Oklahoma at the time. And I remember like packing up my stuff in a trash bag at this guy's house that I had. I do remember like having a trash bag and doing this and crying like a little bitch because I was like, oh, it's over. But I feel like if I did some of this stuff, I would have felt better. I would have been like,
I read this list and
it was so,
I was like, how can I apply this to my life now?
yes. I'm like, don't piss me off, Travis, because now I have options.
Yeah. Okay. So
I saved it.
what are some of the best comments?
So somebody said, okay, so her boyfriend's kicking her out of her house, and somebody said, unplug the fridge on your way out. So good. Yes. Somebody said, take the microwave spin plate as well.
That is
No, I
so
thought about that.
mean. I love that.
Okay, if he's a gamer, reset his console to factory setting, which makes you lose all of your stuff. My kids
That's
would
nice.
kill. Somebody said, I have been happily married for 18 years. Yes, I am reading every single comment with absolute delight. Oh, somebody said you can request visits from Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, change the Wi-Fi password on your way out. Let me see. Take the lint trap from the dryer. Oh, yes. Remove all the labels from canned food. Switch the salt to sugar and sugar to salt. Take all the remote controllers with you. Plug the router and peel the password sticker off. These people you guys are like
Crafty.
good. Yeah, it's very crafty. Someone said, take a single sock from every pair.
Oh.
Log out of all the streaming services before you go. Let me see. Chia seeds all over the carpet and then mist with water. What does that do? It just makes it sticky?
Does it grow something?
I don't know, but I'm like,
I mean, it's a seed. I would imagine it does.
Maybe.
That's interesting.
Glitter on the ceiling fans.
I love that.
Yes. And when they turn the fan on, it like glitter goes everywhere. Amazing. Cut the corners of all the fitted sheets.
Yes.
Somebody said stove knobs are removable, just FYI. You guys are
True.
amazing. Hair remover and shampoo. I don't know if I could do that. I think I'd feel way too bad. Oh my gosh, this one's great. Take a garage door opener so whenever you drive by the house, you can open the door as you pass, just to stress them out. And somebody said, these comments have got me thinking I'm not diabolical enough. Somebody else said, these comments made me realize I did not break up and leave to my full potential. Don't forget the batteries, flashlights, anything that might inconvenience him.
Light bulbs.
Yes. Charging cord. Take all the charging cords. Use his email for every website and junk subscription imaginable. Let me see what else. Somebody said, as a writer, there's a book in these comments. Seriously, but no, it's so good. So yes, I read them and I was like, wait, oh no, I wouldn't do this one. Toothbrush and toilet. No, I wouldn't do that. That's just mean.
You know what I have heard people do is, what do they call it?
Oh my gosh, somebody said, sign him up for Grindr and put his number on the profile on your way out.
I've heard of someone pooping in the upper deck of the toilet, and then it just like every time your water refills in the toilet from the tank, it's already soiled.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
And that's a hard thing to clean out.
Yes.
Hasn't done that.
Yeah, so good. So good. So you saw this one too? I was dying. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
I feel like our TikTok algorithms synced during the cruise, which makes me nervous because your algorithm is so special.
I sent Trey this video as soon as I got home from the cruise. I, kind of missed having a friend because Travis was gone, so I was just me and the children, and at night, I got lonely because I was like, "Oh, I have no toes in this bed," except for my dogs. So I saw this TikTok. I do have the weirdest algorithm of this
And
girl,
she
this,
built
like
it brick by brick, let me tell you.
probably my problem is the weird ones I send to Trey, so they're like, "Oh, she likes these."
I have to stop opening them. I will wait till I get home, go on my computer, open it on a private browser so that my TikTok's not like, "He likes this," because it was starting to I was like, "What?"
It's so bad. And it's this girl, and, what is she singing? What was this? Did you open it?
Which one was
And I
this?
said, "Us during our next cruise." It's this girl, and she is I don't think I saved it because I think I just sent it to you because I was like, and it's this girl, and she's singing this song and licking it's like older woman who hopefully she's doing it for a joke or she's trying to be sexy.
Send it to me on TikTok?
It was here, this one.
Oh,
It was on Saturday at 10:18 AM. Now you go
I
find it. Go find it right now and watch it. Did you find it? What did I say?
Celebrity Cruise will
What did I
not
say?
be having us back. Uh, me on our next trip when we share a bed without a moat. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so anyways, it's gonna happen. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, "Oh my god, that's how I'm gonna get back at him."
Mhm.
I'm just going to if you separate our beds, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Can't wait.
So anyway, yep.
Okay, have you seen, and I feel like you're really gonna answer this, this new Hulu show called Got to Get Out?
Hulu.
Yes, it's on Hulu. I think so everyone's in these, like, competition shows right now, right? Like, E's got a House of Villains, and you have Traders. So Hulu has this new show called Got to Get Out, and it's these celebrities well, part of I think
It's
half
like
are,
half and
like,
half.
reality stars, the other half are just, like, regular people, and they're all in this house, and there is money added to the pot, like, every minute that goes by. So they don't know what time it is, but there's money added, I think, like, every minute, to
Okay.
this pot. And if you can escape the gates of the house, you get that money and the clock sets back to 0.
What? Okay.
It is so interesting. So we have Spencer Pratt.
How do you get out of the house? I mean, are there what's keeping you there?
So you are well, so there's, like, alarms on the doors, but you get, like, a slip, and it'll tell you when the jackpot hits this much, this door will unlock, and you can escape. And they have, like, different things outside to help you escape, like, there was, like, a Lamborghini, and it was like, "Alright, you can drive this," but if someone presses the button to close the gate in the main entryway, you're
Nothing.
hosed, and then you gotta just walk a shame back to the house.
Okay.
It is so good.
Has
So
anyone made it out?
not yet. I'm only on episode 2. Um, People have tried.
Uh-huh.
So, but Spencer Pratt is on this, and he's wearing a Heidi Montag shirt
The
the
entire
entire
time.
time.
That's like
But
we love a good husband.
yep,
How in the
but
world
he is
do you
moving
become, like, a
around.
great husband?
He's moving around so quick that, like, you can't even read the track list on the back of his shirt. Because he's like focused on getting out. You have Omarosa,
Okay.
Cynthia Bailey, Kim Zolciak, because she needs to get out.
I hope she wins one. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I hope so too. I'm trying to think who else.
Cynthia
There's some
Bailey, I
people
like
from The
her too.
Bachelor. Cynthia Bailey's been busy.
Yeah,
She was on Beverly Hills, then she's on Atlanta, then she's on this show. Girl's staying busy. But it's really good. You should definitely watch it. It's entertaining.
Ooh, okay, I
Mhm.
will, I will, I will.
Yeah.
I did not watch that. I watched something on Netflix, like, of the little Netflix Kid Star thing or whatever. I think it's, like, number 1 or number 2. It's, like,
What is
this
this?
group of yeah, they started, like, as, like, young kids, maybe, like, 11 or 12, it became huge, like YouTube and, like TikTok stars during COVID, in that whole, like,
Mhm.
everybody stayed at home and watched TikTok all day, every day. Um, and I mean, the girl was making like $500,000 a
Who
month.
is she?
She is, I don't know, you have to I did not know who she was, like, she's,
What's it
like,
called?
18 now. Just go on Netflix, it'll be, like, the number 1 show. Um, and, um, and she had her mom who was kind of like, m you know, getting all these other random kids in with her, and the older they got, the more, like, at one point, like, these crush videos came out where you were people like to see, "Oh, like, this is my crush." They were, like, 12, 13 years old, and the mom was having them, like, kiss. Anyways, she started having them do more and more sexual stuff. Then it came out after some of them left that, she was kind of going a little overboard with these kids, like, when the cameras were off. It's super, super, super weird.
Oh, is it this one? About Piper
Yep.
walked out?
Yep, yep, yep,
Oh.
yep, yep. But I would recommend it. I mean, but it just made me think,
Called
these
Bad Influence: The Dark
yes.
Side of Kidfluencing.
Yeah, but it made me think about all these, like, kids who, who are making, and I think this happens with, like, Nickelodeon kids, or, like,
Mhm,
people that are really young who's become the sole breadwinners. I mean, this girl was pulling in $500,000 a month, so then her mom was having her do things that I think most moms would not have your child participate in.
mhm.
Like, at one point, I think the money was so crazy, and what they found is a lot of these kids, whose moms are kind of pushing them into, like, Insta and TikTok fame. The kids are wearing less and less and less, and these predators, sexual predators, are using these videos and these, if you, like, one of the police officers that were on there saying, like, it really does feed, like, very sinister things with
Mhm.
these, predators, these child predators. And at one time, one of the other moms saw this lady whose daughter was, like, the main, whatever that girl's name is, the daughter you just said. She was sending, there was this predator that was sending her all these gifts, like this little girl, all these gifts. And she would have her daughter talk to him because he was giving them, like, so much, he was giving them so much stuff. And at one point, she was sending her daughter's underwear to this person.
Oh my god.
Super interesting, but they were talking about how, like, with kids, it took a long time because kids were so exploited
Mhm,
in movie sets, and now they have ways to, try to protect them. But when it comes to social media,
mhm.
you really don't have there's no, like, set standards with, like, social media, with YouTube. And I was thinking about it, like, how many of these, like Ruby Frankie, like, how many of these moms and families who want their kids to provide fame for them, and, like, how unhealthy it is, and then I think in the end, it really messes up the kids. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to
Demi
watch.
Lovato did a documentary last year called Child Star, and she talked to, like, Kenan Thompson and, I think she talked to Raven Simone and, like, Christy Carlson, all these people, and she shared her story. Um, and there's the Coogan Laws, which is for child actors, but what she was advocating for in this was people on social media or on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram that are making all this money. She was like, "We were protected, like, because of the law, but that law doesn't apply to kids that are making $500,000 a month on TikTok." And then a lot of these people that she talked to that were very recognizable household names, um, turned 18 and they had no money.
Oh, yeah. Or that, or you just feel super exploited
Mhm,
by your parents. I don't know, it's just very, very interesting. I always think it's really interesting when you hear, and sometimes I'll hear even in Dallas, of these, moms who are wanting to push, whose kids are, like, dancers or cheerleaders or whatever, who are wanting to try to get, you know, shows
mhm,
with their children. And I'm like, I just think that that can be such an unhealthy
mhm,
thing, because, I think about, for me as a grown adult, like, how hard it is to have criticism. And when it shows out, like, everybody has they either love you or hate you, but they have something to say about you, right?
mhm,
Good or bad. And how hard it is as an adult. And I think as a child, it's probably 10 times harder because you don't have the life experience to realize that, like, these people, even as an adult, it was hard for me to, like, at one point, I remember realizing Probably maybe especially my last year, I was like, I could not even get on Twitter anymore. I think I had you do my Twitter account because I started realizing that my self-esteem would rise and fall based on each episode, which was so unhealthy, and I think that that's how a lot of these kids are, like, when people love you, it builds you up, right? When people, don't like you or have something to say, it's hard to reconcile that as
Mhm.
somebody whose brain hasn't fully grown. It's just interesting. But I would recommend it. I think it's really interesting. It's very, very interesting. It
Called
really,
Bad
yeah, yeah,
Influence.
yeah, bad influence, but it also really puts a spotlight on like how social media is for these kids.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on TikTok and Instagram.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.